Big Gamer out here. How are you guys doing today? I'm super. Thanks for asking. So today guys, I'd like to talk to you about a little game I've been playing called Oh My Genesis VR for PlayStation VR. And this is a little downloadable game that I found the other day on the store, and you can pick this up at the moment for about $5, or if you're in the UK, about £3.80. So what is this game? This is basically a God Sim, but in VR. So not too dissimilar to something like Populous. So like in a lot of other God Sims, you're looking down at this world and you're taking part in what the inhabitants are doing, and you're protecting them and getting them to do tasks for you. Now in the VR space, this is actually works really well. The game, it kind of creates a really real sense of you kind of standing in the middle of a galaxy, floating in space as this enormous deity looking down at this small planet, you know, the size of a football, and kind of spinning it around and really taking control and feeling super powerful. And the graphics, they really do draw you in. The game is very beautiful, not just the planet and the people that you're dealing with, but when you look around, the galaxy itself, little meteorites, stars, the sun behind you, it does really make you feel like you are there. And what is quite interesting about this game is when I went to go and play it, I couldn't just use the DualShock 4 controller. It stopped me and it said to play, you know, put in the Move controllers, and I really like that. I found that Batman Arkham VR and the Until Dawn VR games worked a hell of a lot better when I actually had the Move controllers and I was able to interact using my hands and having those hands kind of present in the world. And this, the fact that it asks you to put in the Move controllers, I found quite impressive. And when you're actually using it, you can kind of grab hold of the world with your hands and twist it and turn it and kind of move around it. And it does allow you, it kind of gives you an extra layer of gameplay depth that you didn't really necessarily have when you're just scrolling it with the mouse in something like Populous. Also, the characters that you're involved with, especially certainly in these first two worlds, are these little creatures called owlies, which are super cute. And if you have got younger family members, this would be a game that I would recommend that you actually show to some younger people, or maybe even people that you know don't know too much about games or VR in general, because it is a really easy entry and the tutorials are quite easy and snappy. Also, you can use your hands to kind of protect the planet, kind of deflect meteor showers away from the planet, and you can also get your little guys to kind of build up these totems, and then they give you the ability to use objects inside the world. Not only that, but you can also use powers, so your gloves can kind of become imbued with powers, and you can then use your hands to call on things like winds and rains and stuff like that, and you can actually affect the environment on the planet itself. The gameplay, I can't fault it really. To be honest, it was very easy to learn. Move controls work very well with the game, and I enjoyed my time with the game immensely. But unfortunately, the game does have a few drawbacks, and I'm just going to go over those now, guys. So basically, other than the tutorial world, there's only one real world with one set of missions to actually complete in the main game at the moment. The rest of the content is still coming soon. So the reason for such a low entry price for the game is that you've only got these first two planets to play with at the moment, and the other two planets are still in development, or do seem to be coming in the future. And that might even require further payment. At this point, it doesn't really seem clear to me. So at the moment, what you've basically got is about an hour's worth of gameplay that is quite fun to replay and kind of try to get trophies and show other people. But you're really looking at like an hour's worth of real meat and potatoes gameplay there, guys, for your $5. Now that is a bit of a drawback. It does stop this from scoring really highly for me, and also the fact that if you don't have Move controllers, not only you're not going to be able to have a good experience with the game, but I'm not even sure you'd be able to play the game. So that is another barrier to entry there, guys. But I would say, if you do want something a little bit different for your PlayStation VR, you do want to show some stuff off to some people, and you've got a spare $5 kicking about, it's not a bad use for your money. I enjoyed my time with it, but it was brief. Alright guys, so if you like the review today and you want me to bring you more VR reviews, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll keep bringing you the content.